اليوم بسوي لكم the start of a new series وهذا النيو series بيكون specifically real talks حتكون زي therapy sessions حقتنا و it's basically just gonna be us getting up close and personal and vulnerable على topics كذا you need advice on or topics that you want to talk about بس if you're like me you don't like talking about it with people or you don't like to show emotions مع الناس فكذا you just usually talk about it to yourself or you look for advice مع نفسك, you get me? So this is gonna be like a FaceTime one-on-one advice type of session. It's gonna be good and if you hear something that you need to be hearing عيدوا المقطع مليون مرة because you're hearing it for a reason. So the topic for today راح يكون self-sabotage. Okay? Self-sabotage. I'm gonna talk about me personally and then I'm gonna say my opinion on it. Self-sabotage is something I've been doing it my entire life. Why? Because why do people self-sabotage أول شيء؟ Self-sabotage إن you're doing something, okay? You know you can succeed in it, but the fear of rejection or fear of not being able to do it makes you stop, which is self-sabotage. Okay, هذا self-sabotage ما فهمت عليك. فأنا في مرات كثيرة where I self-sabotage for many reasons, whether it was in school وكان عندي competition و I didn't sign up لأن أخاف إنه شو اسمه أخاف إنه واللي I drop out like mid competition لأن أخاف like there's no way I'm gonna beat these other students. أقوم I self-sabotage by like not trying as hard or not just going in general or self-sabotaging relationships with friends where I feel like they're gonna leave me. So I just dip first. Again, I push myself away and dip first. هذا كله من زمان هذه كل أشياء تعلمت منها بس I'm just giving examples عشان تفهمون وش قصدي by self-sabotage. So this is something that I know everyone does. I just know you can't say you don't do this because everyone does it. It's a natural thing. It's a human thing. It's a psychological thing. It's a mindset that you have to get out of. Self-sabotaging هو لمن you're in a box that's contained, okay, متعودة على حدود البوكس هذا. If you try to do anything outside of the box, whether it's thinking outside of the box, whether it's trying something new, you're always gonna want to think smaller because of the intimidation اللي يجيك من the thought of doing something bigger. Why? Fear of rejection, fear of not doing good, fear of losing, fear of embarrassing yourself. Fear makes you self-sabotage because you'd rather do something that you have control of than let other people take control or let something else take control. انتي بمخك انتي تحطين انه if I leave or if I stop then I'm the one that has control and I'm the one that's stopping this قبل ما أنا يصير لي شيء من أحد ثاني ولا من شيء ثاني. You get me? There's a lot of opportunities that you're gonna mess up for yourself just by thinking that way. حرفيا يعني can you imagine, for example, you meet a good friend, like you guys become close and but you have like abandonment issues or something. You always overthink that they're gonna leave you for another friend, and they're gonna find a better friend group or شيء. You self-sabotage by pushing yourself away because انت في مخك already حطيت إنه they're gonna leave, so might as well leave أنا من الحين من بدري عشان I'm the one that has the control right now, so I'll do it before they do it type thing, you know? حبيبي don't do that to yourself. لأن بالأخير لو أحد بيسوي شيء بيسووه. ليش تعبين نفسك and do something that would take away from your energy when you can just not care that much in the first place? You get me? You have to put your mentality at a place where you don't care too much about something. You get me? I'm not saying don't care, don't try, don't put effort. Caring is different than effort, okay? Effort is when you try, when you're pushing yourself. Caring is in that you let emotions take over your logic. You can't let that happen. You can't let your emotions take over your logic. That comes with fear. A lot of you do that. You let your emotions take over your logic and that's why you're here. You're supposed to be here. Huh? You want other people to see you here? But you do stuff that makes you look like you're here. Because you think with your emotions and not your logic. Baby, I'm not saying don't have emotions. I'm not saying be numb and be heartless and cold. Best. You have to understand the fact in you can't always think with your emotions. Because the person that's gonna get hurt is you. That's literally it. Everyone else is for themselves. You can't do that to yourself. You can't self-sabotage yourself with opportunities and relationships and a million things بحياتك just because of a mentality of a small fear You get me? Like انتي متخيلة you join like a competition but you self-sabotage it for yourself by literally just not trying as hard or not putting in that much effort or dropping out of the competition completely عشان انتي بتحسين ان they're doing better or you feel intimidated because they look like they know what they're doing more than you. Like what if you did try? What if you beat all of them? You don't know till you try. And what if you do lose? عادي. How? You're gonna have a million other opportunities. Why are you putting that type of pressure on yourself? Yani, like, why are you doing that to yourself? Like I'm telling you, all these issues that you have in your head that you get yourself into, okay, it's a mentality. حرفيا it's a mentality. Like self-sabotaging is something so common. Like sometimes you don't even notice that you're doing it. You get me? People don't notice that they're self-sabotaging sometimes. Yani فجأة they just stop hanging out with someone. Like they don't even notice that they're doing it. They're just so used to pushing people away when they're scared they're gonna lose them. Or they start sleeping in for uni all the time. And they don't notice that they're slacking that much because they're just you know you're self-sabotaging your future, you're self-sabotaging relationships, you're self-sabotaging your priorities. هذا مو شيء زين، هذا مرة يأثر فيك. Another point إنه self-sabotage هو زي ما قلت إنه you limit yourself to how good you think you are. You keep yourself in this box. يعني if you see these bigger opportunities, these bigger challenges, and you get intimidated, why are you stopping yourself? عادي. You're gonna be intimidated and scared of a lot of things in your life. Push yourself. Be your own best friend. Push yourself. You know you can do it. حمسي نفسك. قولي يلا I got this. Where's that energy? Where's that girl boss energy? Hello? Like, the same way you would hype up your friend to do something that they're scared of doing, do that to yourself. حرفيا sit in the mirror and tell yourself that you got this. Because no one's got you like yourself. You're your own best friend. Mm, like there's a lot of times where you're gonna regret the things that you self-sabotage and you're gonna regret that relationship with that friend that you pushed them away. You're gonna be like, oh god, and I really loved them, or I was really close to them, or I really liked our relationship. بس في الأخير your fear of losing them made you push them away. You can't let that take control of your head. You have to get in your head and take control of that yourself. You can't let that control you. You can't let intimidation control you. You can't let fear control you. What do you not have like think in a way where you would think for your friend? That's something that you guys forget to do. You for your friends you think so logically. But when it comes to your own self, you think too emotionally. Yeah, stop doing that to yourself. Seriously, like a lot of you guys do that to yourself. And even sometimes I get messages about you guys telling me about these issues. And it's about you guys doing this stuff where you don't realize إن you're your own friend. قاعدة أعيد نفس الجملة مليون مرة بالصدق. The way you treat your friend is the way you should treat yourself because you're your own friend. You need to see yourself in that way. You need to put yourself as a priority like that. And yeah, I know people that would die for their friends, that would literally like drive 3 hours to get them something or surprise them with something. Yeah, do that for yourself. If you know you're feeling sad, surprise yourself. If you know you're intimidated, encourage yourself. Don't let little thoughts get to you. لا تخلي الانtimidation تخوفك على شيء مرة سخيف. يعني like you know you got this. You know you can do it. You know if you push yourself you got this. وحتى لو ما مداك إنك you win the competition. لو ما مداك إن you keep that relationship and that person does end up leaving. That is not your fault. That is not your fault. You can't blame yourself for that type of stuff. That's gonna happen regardless, whether you're first to leave or not. People are gonna leave and come all the time. You can't put that in your head that you're gonna just buy عشان هم ما يقولون buy. Oh, it doesn't. ما انتي الخسرانة. You don't lose anything. Being someone who self-sabotages means that انتي self-esteem عندك, the way you look at yourself is very low. So this also comes with insecurity. If you're an insecure person, you might not look like an insecure person. But if you're insecure من جوا هذا يخرب عليك أشياء كثيرة. زي ما قلت إنه it messes opportunities up for you, relationships up for you. All of this يعني it's all in your head. It's all in your head. Don't let yourself get don't let yourself do yourself dirty like that. Like, you know you got yourself, and you know you could have done it. You know that you're gonna regret it later and be like, "قهر يا ريتني حاولت, يا ريتني I didn't leave, يا ريتني مدري إيه." Why would you do stuff to yourself where by then you're gonna regret that you didn't do it, or you regret that you didn't try? Wouldn't you rather try something and then خلاص النتيجة اللي تجي منها whatever خلاص it happened, بس بالآخر you tried, you don't regret that you didn't do it. Why would you just not do it in general? Why would you not push yourself to try something? كل شيء بالحياة تخوف. Everything is scary. Going to a new school is scary. Starting uni is scary. Driving is scary. Going somewhere alone is scary. Making new friends is scary. Starting relationships is scary. Competition, presentations. Everything is scary. Everything is scary. بس في الأخير you're gonna go through them. So why not go through them by pushing yourself, faking it till you make it with the confidence that you need to do it. You can push yourself. Because I promised you, if your best friend was the one saying, خايفة إن I go into this competition and I'm not gonna do good and I'm gonna lose, I just know you would sit there and convince her, and oh no, you got this. You're bad. You got this. You can do this. I know you can do this. انتي مرة ذكية. You're gonna be number one. مدري إيه. I know you're gonna do that. Why can't you do that for yourself? Hello, sit there and be like, yeah, I got this. I can do this. No one's got anything on me. Why can't you do that? You have to understand that mentality changes everything. If you think you're unstoppable, everyone's gonna look at you like you're unstoppable. Huh? ما تشوفين كيف الناس يخافوا من الناس اللي confident؟ ليه؟ Because they're intimidated. Okay? So even if you're not that confident, fake it till you make it. Be that scary confident person. I'm not saying be best. You know what I mean. Be that person. Be that person. What is the cause of self-sabotage? Self-sabotaging ترى mostly تجي من our childhood. يعني relationship with your parents or siblings. هذه كلها تأثر على your mentality و self-sabotaging type. You get me? Like, it all comes from your attachment style. If you have bad attachment issues, self-sabotage is your best friend. ليش؟ لأن في مخك قاعد يقولك إنه oh this is scary, leave. Oh this is scary, don't do it. Oh this is scary, this is scary. Okay, and roller coasters are scary and people still get up them. Mishka, I'm talking like I don't have the venom issues and attachment issues. I do. I'm just telling you, these issues get easier when you understand and acknowledge that you do have them. When you understand and acknowledge that you do have them, then نفسيتك تتحسن من ناحية إن تفكيرك يصير like more clear. You understand why you're doing things and you fix the way you're doing things. You get me? Like إذا I notice in the I have attachment issues and abandonment issues. But my self-sabotaging thing is when I like someone or I'm close with someone, I'm scared they're gonna leave me. So I leave first or I push myself away. Okay? لما نستوعب إن هذا الشيء it's just me being scared, fearing rejection or fearing being left alone, وإنه this is just a fear in my head, I can easily let that go. I can easily ask for reassurance من نفسي or just talk to that person and be like, hey, I feel this way. مدري إيه. When you acknowledge the root of the issue, you understand yourself better. هذه المشكلة إنه a lot of us, we all need therapy, guys. للأسف, that's just the end of the discussion. بس إنه you need to understand that the one thing that will help you get through these things that you have, like these issues, the abandonment issues, anxiety, you have it, كلها تتحسن لما تفهمين وش اللي is going through your head. You get me? When you understand why you're feeling that way or why you react a certain way, it all becomes easier. زي الحين قاعدة أقول لكم إنه you self-sabotage because of abandonment issues. You self-sabotage because you're insecure. هتستوعب إنه oh so I'm just scared of doing كذا كذا فثاني مرة I'm just gonna push myself. و it gets less scary every time. It's a habit that you need to break. It's a habit you need to get out of because من يوم انتي طفلة انتي متعودة على this type of strategy. You get me? It's a mentality that you have to change. You have to do like a 180 in your head with this. This is something that you need to go over with your head. لازم تقعدين مع نفسك in different situations and understand how you're gonna process it. Not in the moment type of decisions. No, you're gonna sit with yourself. You're gonna understand this. في other types of self-sabotaging زي procrastinating زي ما قلت إن sleeping in for classes إنك ما تروحين المدرسة ما تروحين الجامعة. This is self-sabotage. This is you not letting yourself يعني work on something. This is you with your insecurity of your fear of not passing, your fear of failing, your fear of seeing people, your fear of going to class, your fear of oh ما سويت الواجب ما بروح, oh I didn't study good enough for this quiz, I don't want to go. This is also self-sabotage. Okay? Procrastination. I know damn well إن نصكم أو كلكم actually procrastinate. We all do, babe. We all do, and it's fine. But this is a form of self-sabotage. This is something we need to work on. We need to work on this. مو بس procrastination, perfectionism. إنك كل شيء لازم تدقدقي فيه, لا إنك هذا لازم, لا مو مضبوط, لا مكياجي, لا لا ما هو عاجبني, لازم ما أقدر أطلع كذا, أو لا شعري مزيت, شعري ما هو عاجبني, لا ما أقدر أطلع كذا, مسوي تضفيري, لا ما أقدر كذا, لبسي مو عاجبني, no. This is also self-sabotage. Why? Because it stops you from doing things. Self-sabotage, حرفيا, is just stopping yourself from doing things because of intimidation and insecurity. And it's okay to feel these things. It's okay to feel like you need to do this to keep yourself safe. Because a lot of us, يعني, you know, a lot of people, they don't have that. They don't have that feeling of safety, that safety net, that comfort, that safety circle. يمكن whether it's your home environment, whether it's your friend environment, not everyone has that, يعني. That type of safety net, that safe feeling, and that they're okay with, and they don't feel the need to self-sabotage. They don't feel and that they're gonna be abandoned. They don't feel insecure. Not everyone has that. You get me? But when you don't have that, that's something that you need to understand about yourself. عشان انتي you work on it مع نفسك. You become your own safety net. You become زي ما قلت your own best friend. انتي تراجعي الأشياء دي مع نفسك you understand your thought process, and you understand what helps you build confidence, and you understand what helps you not procrastinate, whether it's making a better schedule or studying more, or for example if it's perfectionism إنك you cancel plans عشان شكلك وتتوتري, you're insecure, عادي. Next time may take an extra hour to get ready عشان you have extra time in case you don't like how you look, you can fix it, okay? Or you didn't do homework and you don't want to go to class. Next time do that homework. Why? Because it's gonna come back to you, okay? It's your homework. Your name is on that grade, no one else's. Why are you self-sabotaging your grades for yourself? ما حيفيد أحد ولا حيأثر على أحد غيرك أنتي. I remember in high school وكذا لما I wouldn't do good, mama would be like I don't care, and like she would care. مو I'm saying she doesn't care, بس إنه she would be like بالأخير صراحة درجاتك أنتي وباسمك أنتي. أنا it's not on me. أنتي تبي مساعدة بكذا, تعالي عندي أعطيكي. بس إنك you don't try and you don't put the effort, that's on you. Your grade, your name. What I'm saying is everything has a solution. This issue, self-sabotage, it has a solution, but it is a hard solution. It is something that takes time. It is working on yourself. So when you ask me, how do I work on myself? How do I become a better version of myself? Start with that. Start with understanding what needs you have, and what you're lacking, which in this case for self-sabotage, insecurity or intimidation, you're lacking confidence, and you're lacking, well, either you both go under confidence. You're lacking confidence in نفسك or in what you can do. You don't take yourself seriously. You take yourself as a joke. You don't. I'm telling you, like, if your friend was not coming to school and not doing the homework, you would help them. You would tell them you need to do this, you need to pass. انتبهي, لازم تسوي, لازم لا تنسي تذاكري, مدري ايه. Do that for yourself. Do that for yourself. Also, self-sabotage يقدر يجي from different environments, not necessarily just negative ones. Also, good ones. Goodbye, I mean, in you have too much time for yourself and too many distractions available to you. Say, for example, some very, very entitled, spoiled kid. I'm not saying they're a bad kid, but like a spoiled and entitled type of kid, you know? كل شيء يبغونه. تفضل 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 تفضل. You wants to go تفضل. You wanna go تفضل. ما راح يشيلون هم على أشياء سخيفة. Like for example, studying. If they're getting told yes to everything, what makes you think think of it as if it's you. If you're getting told yes to everything and you're going out all the time, أمك ما تقول لك ارجع البيت ولا إنك اليوم ما تطلعي, you're going out 24/7, you think you're gonna want to spend time studying? Do you think you're gonna want to sit down and do that homework? No, why? Because there's so much potential إني أطلع وأشوف صاحباتي اليوم وبكرة وبعده ونطلع ونتقهوى وما أدري إيه. خلاص ما نمكم يحمس. بس that's gonna make you procrastinate. That's gonna make you self-sabotage for yourself. Why? Because you don't put that you don't discipline yourself. You're a kid. بزر. حبيبي كلنا بزران. إلا لما يصير عمره 30. You're not gonna discipline yourself to not do that. Everyone's gonna want to do that. I'm gonna want to do that. You have to understand إنه not disciplining yourself is not gonna help no one but you. انت اللي بتاكلين زق. اوكي تطلعين كل يوم بعدين بيجي الاختبار بكرة ذاكرتي له ولا لا؟ I'm telling you, self-discipline, confidence, minimum issues تشتغلي عليها كل شيء. You're confident. You're not gonna feel insecure, so you're not gonna struggle with trying new things, okay? And you're not gonna struggle with feeling insecure in relationships or friendships, okay? No one's gonna make you doubt yourself, okay? وش كمان قلنا abandonment issues. Okay, you have abandonment issues, people are gonna leave and go. You can't stop that. If you understand that, then that fear is not gonna scare you anymore. You're gonna understand people come and go, but there's no way you're gonna stop this from happening. Whether you're scared or not, it's not gonna stop them from leaving or going. As soon as you build that confidence and you understand that doesn't change and you have self-discipline مع نفسك إنه لازم أرتب الجدول حقي ولا جدول لازم أرتب جدولي ولازم I make time for this, make time for that, make time for this. That's gonna fix your self-sabotage issue. 100%.